Our theme was social connectedness.
We did social connectedness because me and Graciela went to the same high school and we had some of the same experiences being the minority kind of groups, even though we have different backgrounds.
I'm Mexican.
And I'm Indian.
I did the concept of identity, which Tatum identifies as a complex one shaped by individual characteristics, family dynamics, historical factors, and social and political contexts.
I did the concept of covering that Kenji Yoshiro kind of identifies as how everyone wants to fit in. To cover is to tone down a disfavored identity to fit into the mainstream.
My high school experience, I had trouble finding my identity because at home, my parents would talk about something else and I'd be something else with my parents, and at school, I'd be a whole different person. But then I joined Mestizos Arts and Activism my senior year, and I found more people that were like me and I could relate to them. So I didn't feel so alone anymore, and at Mestizos is where I found out my true identity.
Covering, and I felt like I was using kind of a fake facade to mask who I really was and my true culture, just as Kenji does it through being gay. I did it through acting of a different race, and I think it's important to find a sense of belonging, but not to the risk of losing your identity.
This student, he came into Mestizo saying that he didn't know what his identity was, that he would go with the Mexican group because he would feel like he was Mexican, and that group would tell him that he wasn't Mexican, that he was white and should be in the white group. When he went to the white group, people would be like, "You're not part of our group. You don't fit in here." So he came to Mestizos wondering, what am I? And because of this class, I feel like I was able to help him figure out who he was in his identity. I told him that because of his experiences, that is what makes his identity, and he can identify with however he wants. He doesn't necessarily have to fit into a group.
Volunteering at Jackson, I'm in the classroom with Miss Watkins, and the tables are separated into small groups, and I can see that some of the kids act as if they belong to that group, not themselves. For example, there was this boy and he was really well behaved in a group of 4 other really kind of misbehaved, really loud boys, but he was acting as if he wanted to be what they were, not what he was.
Because of working at Mestizos and working with the high school students, I have a better understanding and a better way of mentoring identity to them.
And from working at Jackson, I can see the concept of covering at a young age and how it's very prominent. Both of us just have a better understanding of how social connectedness kind of feeds into who we are.